From the branches to the breeze, come, O fairy, if you please. Glitter, shimmer, swirl, and hum, come to us, O sugar plum.
Well, the holiday season is brewing, and the story of the Nutcracker is coming to Georgetown Little Theater Company. The writer, co-director of the show joins me now. Hello, Christopher Power.
Hey, Jason, how are you, sir?
Doing all right. Okay, so let's be clear with this. This is not the Nutcracker. It's a story of the Nutcracker. What, Chris, have you done to Tchaikovsky?
Well, you're absolutely right. It's not the Nutcracker, so it's not a ballet. It's a story of the Nutcracker. So the story, the Nutcracker, of course, is that wonderful ballet. And what we've done is I've changed it to put words to all that beautiful interpretive dancing that everyone loves so much. So the play is a beautiful story, still of Clara and Fritz, and we have Drosselmeyer and Mrs. Strauchelbaum. But what we've done is we've just put words to that wonderful interpretive dance.
I mean, I like that because I'll be honest with you, I never understood the dance to begin with. So this is great. This is like having it being closed captioned, except, people are actually talking instead of just dancing around. Is there still dancing? No, I think people would want to know.
That's a great question. Yes. So the best part about this is we still kept a lot of the dances that are in there, but this is a little bit of a new modern twist where we're not going to stop and dance and clap and then continue on our story. Our story is happening and dancing is part of the flow. So, oh, it's the first snow of the season. It's magical, and our snowflakes are going to dance while we continue our story.
Now, we've seen a few visuals here of a very, what looks to be a young cast. How did the cast come together? How did you audition for this? Who are these children?
So it's the Georgetown Little Theater Youth Company. Not many people know this, but Georgetown Little Theater has two companies, one for adult productions and one for youth productions, 18 and under. So we put out the casting call and said, who wants to be a part of a story of the Nutcracker? And we had 20 very talented individuals show up. So we made a spot for everybody and ensured that everyone has the opportunity to act and learn and grow and practice.
Now, the Nutcracker, though, is very sensational when you go and see it. There's a lot of costumes involved. Clearly, we're not working on a large-scale budget like you would see for the actual ballet or things that you watch on TV. So, how did you form the costumes that work within the show?
Great question. So Georgetown Little Theater has a costume department. Her name is Biliana, who's working very tirelessly and very well at crafting all of the costumes from our costume department. So she's actually making them all on her own. We're always excited, and many hands make light work. So if you can sew, knit, or glue gun, we want you. But yeah, she's making all of the costumes herself in the costume department at the theater.
So the show obviously features kids, as we've talked about, but is the intended target audience children as well?
It's a family-friendly show. It's one of these things where if you have children who can sit through about an hour and a half, they're really going to be entertained. You're going to be educated on the holiday spirit along with entertained through the production. But it's really geared to families. It's let's get this new family tradition out there of coming to see a story of the Nutcracker, support local talent, and support a nonprofit in the area.
And for those who do want to do that, where can they get their tickets?
GeorgetownLittleTheater.ca.